Hello, everyone. Uh, we're finally here. I've been talking about this game for literal months. Uh, Finally picked it up. I am so excited. I'm gonna just state that right now. Uh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to play it all tonight. I'm gonna get about a little over 2 hours, maybe three, maybe, um, in it, and then we're gonna play a little more tomorrow. But yeah, I am so excited. English, accept, accept, yep. Alright, here we go. I have been so excited about this game. There's probably voice actor. Oh, Gabumon! Get away from there! Yes, Gabumon. Best Digimon. I hope I can recruit Gabumon. Renamon? I won't let you lay a hand on them. Okay, you guys. Uh-oh. Tip: free actions. A situation called free action can occur during the story. Free actions have limited move acts mainly to raise affinity with other characters. Okay. Monster types. Aside from specific monsters, all units that appear in the game in battle fall into Moral, Vaccine, Wrathful, Virus, and Data. Harmony. Okay. Oh, okay, tutorial, and we're playing as the two kids. Okay. In order to battle, the order in which units, monsters, act is determined by their speed. Okay, let's start with movement. Say to choose the move command. Okay. Okay. Ooh, they're resistant to this. Counterattack 0%. Okay. Critical hit 0, damage 54. Turn. Blue plaster. Okay, so Gabumon's an all-arounder. Ugh, why I oughta. Oh. I will drink water. I won't let you harm these children any more than you already have. If we can just get to that place. How you doing today, like? Ah, Miyuki. Okay, go ahead. Go, head for that light. Run, Haru. Get out of here. No way, I'm not leaving you behind. What are you doing? Go! On! Hurry! It's no good. Can't hold them back anymore. Look out! Eep. What the? It's sucking me in. Well then. Oh, nothing. If anything happened to you, you have to get back safe on your own somehow. Oh, Yuki! Gotta save her, but I can't. Yuki! Wait a minute. I'll save you, Miyuki, no matter what. Prologue. Alright. Oh. Well, that quake sure woke me up. Where are these ruins we're going to again? Hold on, I have a map in here somewhere. Good morning! Minoru, don't scare me like that. Yeah, my bad. Off to an early start, huh? Yo, time to get up. Come on. Your food's gonna get cold. Oh no, she went by herself again. Snowflake? It's snowing? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey, move it! Sorry! Wow, you're such a charmer. No wonder all the girls love you. Oh, shut up. Which brings us to the news. At roughly 5 o'clock this morning, a magnitude 3... Wait, isn't that here? It caused a landslide in this part of the region. Police and fire departments urge caution. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can. It's gonna be a little hard on the cutscenes. Oh. Where am I? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Due to the risk of further seismic activity, everyone in the Konobe area is encouraged. It's really safe for us to go on this trip. Alright, everyone. It's time for us to head out. Make sure to listen to your group leaders. Remember, this isn't a vacation. Make sure you stick to the schedule. Or if you say, Joe, this sucks. Come on. Oh, sorry. Just got a little distracted. So this is camp, huh? I say camp, but we're holed up in an abandoned school in the mountains here. Leave it to us to spend our school break going to another school. Not that this school is anything like the one we usually go to. Sup, Takuma? Today we're going to check out the crusty old landmark. Sounds lame. Come on, don't say that, Minoru. Not like I disagree, but still. Hey, you two, don't talk like that. I told you we weren't here for fun and games. Yeah, so sorry, Your Highness. Again, that kind of talk. That knucklehead over there is Minoru, and the girl lecturing him is Oi. I didn't talk to him much at school. Oi's cool, but she came here from a different school. We got to know each other more here at camp. But that's mostly thanks to Minoru. The three of us ended up doing our extracurricular activities together. Maybe I should break things up. Two to four options to choose from. Okay. Your decisions will affect your affinity with different characters and influence the story. Your affinity with characters influences the battle backup they give during combat. The different results. If you treat everyone equally as opposed to focusing on one person, you can check your affinities from the main menu, so don't forget to keep an eye on them. Okay. Yeah. What's today's right way? We're starting at the cherry blossom trees, right? Today we're going here and then I think over there. And do you know why, Minoru? Something about local legends or religion, right? They say there's some weird stuff. Not that it matters to me. I'm just here for fun in the sun. Sai, you're the only one I can rely on, Takuma. Keep an eye on him, would you? I'm not Minoru's babysitter over here. Oh, wow. Huh? What is it? Looks like Minoru noticed something on his phone. Check it out, there's another story about a landslide. That's several days in a row now. I hope it doesn't mean an earthquake's coming. Not just that, but look here. Isn't it close to where we're supposed to go today? Wait, really? I wonder if our plans for the day are still on. I can feel the tension in the air around here. Someone must have shared the news. Alright, everyone, calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. All the teachers have clear instructions for dealing with any emergency. Shuji is the alumnus of Oi's school, so he came here to help as a chaperone. Teachers and chaperones are ensuring our safety. There's nothing to worry about. Fear not, fellow students. Our destination is this historic landmark. Off we go! There he goes, at it again. That Shuji is too straight-laced for his own good. Is that any way to talk about someone 2 years older than you? Right, you are. Little I. Or I. It's I. And do I have to remind you, Minoru, that I'm actually in a grade above yours? I mean, shouldn't you act like it then or something? Should be more of a nag. Like, I told you to knock that off. That does like something. Does that sound like something? Let's go before we're left behind, Takuma. Yeah, come on, Takuma, let's hit it. Oh wow, the cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Everyone stops on the way to the landmark to take in the flowers. I mean, yeah, it's cherry blossoms. Honestly, it's one of the big reasons if Karina and I ever go to Japan, I want to go in the spring. I want to see cherry blossoms. Man, this is spring, or is this spring? Am I right? Right, babe?
What?
We go to Japan, we're going in the spring so we can see cherry blossoms?
Yes.
Right? Maybe the abundance of nature here brings out the beauty of these blossoms. Flowers sure are pretty. Mm. I'm glad we came here. I think that's the smart answer. I think taking any more time is a bad idea. I'm glad we came on this camp. Makes me look forward to the historic landmark ahead. Indeed, I find myself brimming with this sort of excitement. If you put it that way, sounds like we've got some fun ahead of us. Oh, looks like Saki and Rio beat us to the punch. They did go ahead of us after all. The guy shooting daggers at everyone is Rio, and an older kid from another school. The girl who's all smiles there is Saki. Her looks are famous in the great below ours. They must be here to enjoy the cherry blossoms too. Dot dot dot. Then again, I could be wrong in Rio's case. Wow, look how beautiful it is. The flowers are so pretty. What kind of person gets all grumpy in front of a bunch of blooming cherry blossoms? But man, talk about a waste. Gorgeous weather and we're doing extracurricular nonsense. What does one have to do with the other? Haha, I thought as much. We're not in any real rush. Might as well look around here some more. Oh, I'm so tired. This camp is weak. Yeah, totally weak sauce. Oh, well, at least we get a few bars out here. We can kill a little time with that. For real? I can't even get signal in the school building. Ha, man, what a hunk of junk you're lugging around. Cherry trees lining the path are all in full bloom with gorgeous petals fluttering down. I'd love to sit here and gaze at them for a while. Raw same. If I listen closely, I can hear the sound of a babbling brook. You'd never hear something like that in the city. It's sort of comforting. Hey Takuma, did you know that the leaves of the cherry blossoms are poisonous? That's why you never see any weeds growing underneath them. Huh? Is that right? Wait, don't people eat those sometimes? Well, sure, they're fine if you pickle them first. Huh, you sure know some weird things, man. They're talking about a phone that only gets one bar out in the country. Or gets no signal. The flowers are certainly beautiful in full bloom. Yeah, that and the weather makes you want to sit down and take a load off for a while. Hee hee. Now that won't do. We have to stick to our designated course. Aye aye, ma'am. Jeez, what crawled up your backside and died? Well, damn. Damn. She just said what crawled in your ass, literally. Search me. Well then. Um, 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 well then. Let me guess. Shuji and the teachers gave you flack for your cheerful disposition. You don't know what you're talking about. Sure, sure, whatever you say. Come on, it's time to go. Alright, already. That did escalate very quickly. And anyway, how long do you plan on following me around? What do you expect? Who knows what you'll do if I take my eyes off you, Rio? Ouch. So you're my supervisor now? Clearly, you're not the type to be left on your own, be left to your own devices. Oh, just shut up. God, it's like dealing with you, Wiz. Now, is that any way to talk to a cute girl like me? Saki's head for the landmark, chasing Rio as he continues belly aching. Those two get along way better than I figured they would. More like Saki can get along with anyone. That Rio is a real pain, too. She must be some kind of saint. Now, is that any way to speak about him? All of us need to work together. I never heard anything come out of his mouth that wasn't a compliment or a complaint about something. I can kind of relate, to be honest. Yeah, Wiz, it's you. It's like looking at how I used to be. Kind of embarrassing. You sure he's older? Your pass off? Is that something a middle schooler is supposed to say? Then again, I suppose an adolescent boy who would say such things. Saki's the exact opposite. The way she comes at you head on makes her seem more grown up. We only just met here at camp, but she acted like we were best buds from square one. I think you resemble her in that regard, Minoru. Yeah, he's the one who broke the ice with us after all. Indeed. Head on, as you would say. Jeez, guys, knock it off with the compliments. My ego can only take so much. Oh, Minoru's me. Figured out real quick which one's me. Sarcastic, a little bit of an ego. That wasn't a compliment. Huh. Are we sure it wasn't a compliment? Ma'am, is it? Finally, some good manners. Oh, sure, that's what I was going for. I'm talking about Minoru, not myself. I know better. Man, I wish you'd back off a bit, read the room a little, so to speak. I suppose it depends on how you look at it. She can be outspoken at times, to be sure. But she's also so cheerful, cute, and quite amicable. The sort of honesty you sense from her. I quite like it. Whoa, where did all that come from? She just seems a bit radiant, don't you think? I see. Still, she goes a bit overboard. A big sister like me has to look out for her. Hee hee. Would you look at those flowers? How wonderful. I was gonna say, you better show me. Hey, did you know they say there's a dead body under every cherry blossom tree? I don't want to hear about that right now. Look at all those flowers. I'd rather we head towards the historic landmark if we could. Everyone went this way. Looks pretty rocky up that path, huh? What a pain. It was a normal conversation on a normal day with friends. Well, normal other than the camping part. At least, that's what I thought. Dun dun dun! We cleared the tree-lined path and we headed up the trail. Huh? Look at that. Huh? Why is there a police car here? Oh no, it looks like the road is blocked off from here. You're right, that's a lot of tape that says keep out. Huh, maybe it's related to the rock slide Minoru was talking about. Oh man, did I call it or did it call it? Just find my ass, right Takuma? My dear, this poses a problem. There's only one path to the landmark through here. That landmark. What was its deal again? This is why I told you to review the site of the ritual related to the Kimogami. Those Kimogami things don't really ring a bell. You mean the beast gods? Nothing we can do about it. Our only option is to head back for now. We've come all this way. Might as well get the lowdown on what went down here. Let's see what people gathered in front of the police car have to say. Maybe I should ask the police officer what's going on. Oh dearie me, I can't tend to my fields if I can't get through. Landside, how frightful, nothing but strange things happen here. You got that right. This keeps up, all the old timers are gonna blame it on the monsters. Now, don't say such things in front of the children. Excuse me, did something happen here? There was a landslide up ahead around dawn, so the road's been sealed off. Oh, that must be the one we read about online earlier. The letters are so faded I can't make what the sign is supposed to say. It must be really old. A landslide for really reals? Man, think the guys that went ahead are okay? No childish jibes, I suppose. You wouldn't be so callous as to joke at a time like this. Of course, even I know when to watch my mouth. Sometimes, maybe. I feel added. Oh dear, we can't proceed with things like this. Geesh, so much for exploring the great outdoors. Guess camp is cancelled. I don't know about all that. Still, perhaps we should turn back for now. The tape says keep out. Who knows what's going on past here? Feels kind of surreal to me. Maybe I've watched too many crime shows. Seeing it with my own eyes, it's more impressive than I imagined. Pretty cool. It's not like I want to become a cop, but I'd like to try riding in one sometime. The area is off limits. Seems we can't get through here. What's the plan? Should we head back for now? No way. Don't talk out of your ass or you'll regret it. Huh? I can hear someone kicking up a fuss. I knew they went ahead. I guess they took the long way around. More importantly, who's that girl, I wonder? Okay, you listening? These landslides are retribution from the Kinogami. Retribution? In this day and age? Give me a break. Yes, when disrespectful outsiders cause trouble on the mountain, they get mad. This holy mountain is the Kinogami, sacred shrine to the Kinogami. This is no place for someone to just wander around. The Hexa Kinomorio. I bet some weird rock or bear carving they worship that stuff in the boonies. Sorry, Rio, she's just a kid. You don't want to have to get nasty with her. Nasty? I was just... The boonies, you say? How rude. This is the site of a glorious shrine. Not some new imitation, but a historic, legendary shrine known only to the locals. A shrine? You mean like the ones supposed to have ancient gods? I've read about those before. Gods of the harvest, fertility, things like that. Nah, this is different. These are ancient beast gods known only to the locals. I've known about all these gods ever since I came here. Sounds like a fairy tale to me. It isn't. They're real. What's your name, kid? Miyu. What's your name? What's your name? Ezekiel! Fuck yeah, Ezekiel! I'm Saki. This guy with the toot is Rio. So Mio, do you think you could also take us to the hidden shrine you're talking about? Oh, wrong button. Take you? I guess so. Curious, huh? You don't really believe in this stuff, do you? I'm telling you, it's real. Why not? Our trip's been canceled. It's not like we're done for the day. Like we don't have the time. All we have waiting for us back at camp is some busy work, right? I hate that stuff. Are you seriously telling me you're not even a little bit interested in all this? I still say this is stupid. It's not stupid. Yeah, whatever you say, kid. It's not kid, it's Miyu. Well, lead the way, Miyu. I'm not gonna be if you're messing with us again. Got it? Yes, they're off to get some extra credit somewhere. That's Saki for you. Something tells me they're not up to anything commendable. They don't even know what kind of temple it is, do they? Entry may be permitted. I'm going to be right back because I'm going to go grab my AC unit quick. So I'll be right back in a moment. I'm back. Got my AC in. Also, got a little present from Momo and his wife today. They brought me no-bake cookies that are chocolate peanut butter. Yeah. You never heard of it, why? I don't see anything like it on the map. I put in the wrong headset. Oh, Wiz. Could there really be a hidden shrine, or is it just in Kit's imagination? Sam tell you I made him try the G Fuel ramen today? What do you think, Takuma? Sounds fun. Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, you guys! Oh, great. Just what we needed. The Shrine of the Kinogami? Sounds fun. Can we go with you? Sure, the more the merrier. Surprising. Yeah, I made him try G Fuel ramen today. He enjoyed it. Cyrus did not. Yeah, I have peanut butter chocolate no-bake cookies. Nice to meet you. You too. Sounds like we had a couple of eavesdroppers. Why don't you and your merry band of bozos go back to your school trip? Let's get a move on, Miyu. Come on, don't be like that. Jeez, Ryu, that attitude of yours needs some work. Sorry about that, you guys. Ryu, you and Miyu, wait up. There they go again. Now we better wait here for somebody to tell us where to go next. That or head back to the school. Gotta admit, that sounds like a pain. More importantly, we have no idea what might happen. We should chase after those three. Yeah, let's follow them. Yeah, I wanted to chase after them. I didn't want to go back to the school. Pursuing Saki, Ryo, and the little kid Miyu, we ended up at a tunnel. Not a soul to be seen around us. No other paths they head through here. Look at this dark, creepy little murder tunnel. It is a murder tunnel. That is definitely a murder tunnel. Tell me about it. Does it feel colder around here to you? Makes my skin crawl. That is a murder tunnel if I've ever seen one. What do you think? Do you think one of the DVD killers would be hiding in there? Would you two refrain from such absurd talk? Oh, she's scared. Girl, I feel you. Bet one of those Ghost Hunters show would get a kick out of this play. Is refrain not in your vocabulary? Come on now, we must find those too. I don't see them here. Maybe we should forge ahead. Hey! You there! Oh, it looks like we've got a guest. Shuji! Shuji, is that you? You can't run off on your own. We have enough trouble with the landslide as it is. Squeeze me, your bluster ship. Besides, we think Saki and Ryu went this way. Oh, for that guy has to learn to act his age already. I have his and Saki's number in the student phone book. I'll try giving them a call. Shuji. Or like Shuji. Nah, it's safe. He's been letting it ring for a while. I guess Saki hasn't noticed. Say, what do you think of those Kimogami deals this girl was talking about it are like, who knows, some kind of animals, I guess. Noru, you didn't hear a single word of the lecture on today's landmark, did you? The gods taking the shapes of beasts, the legend of which has passed down in this area. That kid said only the locals know that, so I bet this land has some unique creatures. So they became gods, started handing out retribution like hot cakes. Give me a break. People used to attribute the unknown to gods, giving offerings to prevent disaster. Most people don't come around here these days. I imagine only locals come to visit. That's the way the cookie crumbles. No good. Seems neither Saki or Rio have a signal where they are. I guess it'd be weird if their phones worked in the middle of nowhere like this. And you're sure they came this way? Bro, I have no baked cookies, but you're not here, so I cannot share them with you, Wiz. I'm sorry. Well, yes, we're quite certain. They ain't around here, that's for sure. Maybe the shrine is up ahead? Maybe the shrine is up ahead. Yeah, I said it right. Of course, do you like peanut butter and chocolate? I can't remember. Isn't it on our map? So we're not sure where to look. It isn't on our map, so we're not sure where to look. Alright, we'll have to track those two down and head back to the school ASAP. We passed this tunnel? Alright, let's go. So one of the big things... Oh yeah, true. I forget we ordered the same thing from fans when we go. I forget this. One of the big things I need to figure out is if I'm going to focus on specific people to make sure they don't die this run, and I don't know who I want to focus on. I feel like Shuji is one of them, and I kind of like Rio. Boy, just when I thought I was going to die of boredom, things getting interesting. Are you going to join the search? Who cares about that? This tunnel, a lost shrine? I smell adventure, don't you? Ah, I think I see what you mean, right? Might as well look for some ruins while we look for those jokers. Ruins? I might think the joke might be on you. Are we really going to go through this tunnel? I don't see any other way. This is our only option, right? Well, yes, but... You're not afraid of the dark, are you? Just a bit. Creeps me out just a little bit. Hey, why are we talking about this? We have to bring Saki and the others back right away. So she's afraid of the dark. You know, you could have stopped them from going in the first place. Well, we kind of tried. They weren't in any mood to listen, so, I see. Well, nothing to be done about it. I'll help persuade them next time. No worries. Just get dark vision scrubs. Come on, let's go bring back Ryu and Saki. I mean, you're not wrong. Just take the feet. That being said, which way should we go? Look who's coming this way. Excuse me. All of you are from that camp, right? I live around here. I'm just looking for my little sister. Your sister? Yeah, she's a bit frail. Likes to go off on her own. Actually, Wiz, I'm gonna let you know. From what I know of this character, this is you. I'm gonna warn you right now. My sister is, how do I put this? Like a tiny animal. Timid and needing protecting. Are we talking about the same girl? There was a kid hanging around here named Miu. She doesn't fit the bill. Miu, did you say Miu? Yeah, I sure did. Yes, we met a girl named Miu, maybe grade school age, wearing a hat with cat ears. Yes, that's her. You seen her? Say what? The girl we met had a few more screws loose than the girl you're describing. Oh, you're gonna get punched in the face, dude. Don't talk about somebody's little sister calling her crazy. Hey, don't be rude, Minoru. I'm just saying, I didn't see any shrinking Violet who needed saving is all. Who cares what you thought of her? Just tell me, where did she go? Well, I'm sorry, but we're actually looking for her ourselves. She went off to the shrine to go with some of the other campers. We're just going to try and bring them back with us. I see. So she went off on her own. Thank you very much. But I told her she's not allowed to go in there. My name is Kaito. If you want, we could go look for them together. Yeah, was he his edge boy? Sulky McSulkykins. He's literally you. Why not? We're all after the same thing. Plus, you know where the place is, right? Huh. Sure, I'll show you the way. I wasn't raised here, but I lived here for a long time. I know where the shrine is. Come on, follow me. I'm Minoru, that's Takuma, and this here is Oi. I'm the leader, Shuji. Nice to meet you, Kaito. I know, right? How dare I call you out on truth? From the looks of him, I thought Kaito was an adult. He's the same age as me. One sec. So many notifications. I'm relieved though. Looks like we can count on him. We'll get there in no time. Say guys, it's spring now, right? Does a bear poop in the woods? If it's not spring, then when is it? I just figured we're a little too far south for it to be snow at the start of spring. What are you... you're right. Snow. Yay, snow! Calling this unseasonal would be a bit of an understatement. Indeed. It snowed here last week too. I heard the weather gets all wonky around these parts. I've heard of similar stories in other places. 7 young kids go to camp for the summer. Wind up living in the digital land. Whoa, some kind of blizzard has kicked up here, yeah? So cold. It's too dangerous to keep going. I'll go take a look, so why don't you all go back? Why don't we tuck back into that tunnel? Who knows what happened if we made it back before we made it back. Fair enough, it might be indoors, but it's better than staying out. It might not be indoors, but it's better than staying out here. That's true. Okay, let's retreat to the tunnel for now. Even better, he gets a mischievous little devil Digimon. So he's literally you. Oh, that's creepy. Saki and the others came through here, huh? Are you okay, Aoi? You don't look too good. Yes, I'm fine. Do you know what, Wiz? Anytime I'm playing this, whenever I have to make a Digivolution choice or anything with him, I'm gonna make you choose. Just so you know. It must be the snow. I feel like it's worse in here than out there. I imagine they just ran on in if Miu was with them. She's used to the place. It's getting dark and the footing isn't great here. Let's go. But watch your step. Oh, I don't like that though. So there's some branch Digivolutions later on. It's pitch black. I can hardly see in front of me. Oh, I don't like this. Still isn't like some kind of expedition. I'm getting kind of pumped. Hey, this is no time to play around. It's not safe for us to keep going like this. But if we use the camera light... Yeah! Oh, knock it off, Nora. Don't just scream like that. Even I got spooked. Oh, my bad. I just saw this here, so... This is a sacred grove? What would something like that be doing here? Maybe this is where the Kanagami are enshrined or something. Now that I think about it, you mentioned that you weren't allowed to enter here, right? Yeah, the village believes in retribution. Kids are warned to stay out. Ah! What is this wind coming from? The tunnel entrance. Oh geez, there must be a hell of a storm whipping up outside. You think those three are in trouble? We'd better hurry on to the shrine. Yes, you're right. Come on, there's no time to lose. As long as I don't kill him, of course. That is actually a factor I do have to worry about. Huh? The snowfall is slowing down. What happened to the blizzard? The tunnel isn't that long. What could be happening here? Oh, talk about lucky. It just up and stopped on us. It's more like it didn't snow at all on this side of the tunnel. I mean, I intend to do a Wrath run sooner or later. My first run, I'm going to kind of try to stay with things I would do. Look at these flowers. Ain't they something else? This forest is a sea of red. I feel like I've seen them in our field guide, maybe. If memory serves, these are called red spider lilies. Right, that's what they are. But this isn't right. It's spring, and yes, they bloom in the autumn. What in the world is going on here? Has Oi figured out something? We should check out this area a little more before heading to this shrine. Do the opposite of what the title of the game says. Pull an Uno reverse card. I mean, my intention is sooner or later I will be doing a full Wrath run and killing everyone. Abnormal weather occurs in this area. Maybe it was a localized snowstorm. First, I've heard of something like that. That blizzard was no joke. Then there are the red spider lilies, which only bloom in the fall. I'm telling you, man, spring is in the air. What the heck is this? What's this? There's a bunch of stuff floating in the air. You think it's those whatchamacallits? Spores? I've never heard of red spider lilies doing something like this. These things aren't bad for us, are they? Flowers like these can be found anywhere. I mean, they look pretty normal. This area. I have a bad feeling about it. Something's not right. Not right how? I'm sorry, I can't quite put into words. Take the flowers. They should be pretty, but they give me the creeps more than anything. I can see that. Come on, let's hustle. The snow should be on us soon. Let's get to the shrine. Yeah, he's right. Lead the way. They don't seem to be anywhere around here. The shrine must be further in. The shrine must be just ahead. We should head toward it now. But how are you today, Wiz? This is... Kaitu said people never come here. But it's breathtaking. It's also kind of eerie. How could anyone expect visitors to come to a shrine all the way out here? They didn't. In fact, they made sure to warn anyone about getting too close. That's strange. I don't see the others anywhere. I could have sworn I saw someone just now. Where could they be? We should all look around and see what we can find. That scares me. Should I look around here? This shrine looks out of place here. What scares me? You planning and scheming over there. Check this place out. There are these crazy patterns all over. Nora snapping tons of photos on the phone. Huh, didn't know he was into that. But they've got some freaky demon statues stowed away in there or something. I don't know about that, but whatever they worship here isn't normal. That's for sure. Valid. What's this? Some sort of animal? A bird? Wait, a reptile? There are patterns of various animals all over, but I don't recognize any of them. Ooh, what's this? A lion? A dog? Wait, a lion dog. Man, let's eat this stuff up. Damn it, Minoru. Now's not the time to be taking pictures. What? Man? Shuji's right. We have to look for Saki and the others. So, this place is so weird. I'm not surprised Minoru want a few mementos. I mean, I'm upset I don't get to see the photos, but yes, I did. Minoru, take more photos, pics over here. Oh, you're gonna model for me, buddy? Not you too, Takuma. Leave them. We'll look on our own if we have to. Come on already, we have to find them and fast. Right, sorry, let's go. Wow, this shrine really does worship beasts. There are places like this all over Japan. Some worship octopuses or weird-ass trees. The ones that worship the lewd stuff are the best. Oh my god. Yeah, I saw. Okay, yeah, definitely. I believe it was rated M for mature. Definitely not surprising at this point. Hey, watch that talk. There's a lady present. No, I wonder. Is this place passed down in the legends we were supposed to visit today? Legends? Who knows? As I said, I was told not to step foot in here. I don't know much about it. But the locals say people get spirited away up in here. I see. That's certainly frightening. What the fuck was that? What was that sound? I've never heard anything like it. I didn't like that. Just trees creaking in the wind or something. Who cares? Let's go. Let's go. Guys. Hey, guys. Don't stray too far, okay? The blizzard might not be the only thing we have to worry about. Let's look for clues. Exploration. It's just a turtle. As you play the game, you'll need to travel locations on your map to advance the story. You'll slowly gain access to more locations by progressing through the game. Hey, there's Kaito. Has he found anything? You've been pal for a while now, Oi. What are you holding? How are you holding up? Well, if I'm being honest, it's taking all I've got to deal with this place. You shouldn't push yourself if you're scared, okay? Um, Remind me, Sunday to look at it. And I'll figure out something. Because I'll probably work on it during Momo stream. During D&D. So just remind me. Thank you, but our friends might be facing something even scarier, you know. Saki, Rio, where are you? Hey, Mio, where are you? Oh, Takuma. Have those guys found anything over there? Nothing yet. You find Mio? Nope. Geez, where the hell is she? Saki and Rio are with her for sure. Here, I'll join the search. It'll be great help. Thanks. I should check in with the others. Damn it, Mio, where have you gone? Kaito's upset. It's understandable. His family is missing. Shoot you. Don't spread out too far, everyone. Stay where I can see you. Shuji's doing his best to keep us all together. Still. Get back here, Minoru. Listen to what I say. Sir, yes, sir. I apologize for your blustership. A shrine built in the middle of spooky forest really makes you want to stay away. Guess that's what you call solemn. I haven't seen such a big, impressive gate anywhere else. They say such gates connect the worlds of gods and men. What gods could there be here? There is no god. Huh? What? What's in this picture? Yo, Takuma, you should take some pictures around here too. Me? But why? My phone's picking up some weird stuff. Might be broken. Let's check yours. You sure your finger isn't in the shot? It ain't my finger. Something's like all fuzzy in my pictures. Go on, take some. Doesn't sound like he's messing around. I guess I'll take a few test shots. As you play the game, you'll sometimes be able to find clues using the camera on your phone. The camera icon will appear in the top left screen when this is the case. So take out your camera at any time while you're exploring. Access your camera with the ZR. The camera can sometimes reveal things that would otherwise be invisible. Try using it now. Use L to move it. If you notice any distortion while using it, try focusing in on it to investigate. Alright, focus. Oh. It's got hit A. What the heck? Huh? Nothing's here, but the camera's definitely picked up something. Huh? What's this? What is it, Minoru? Hey, you guys, there's a weird thingy over here. Weird thingy? Who knows what that could mean? What? Hey, don't just go off on your own. Sure, fine, we'll all go together. What in the world? Look at the size of this thing. Wow, are these ruins? These look pretty old. Say, any idea what this is? Not a clue. I've never heard anything like this. If it's like the shrine's sacred prohibited space, I'd get it if no one talks about it. At least I wouldn't be surprised, but don't tell me Mia went in there. There's no way a girl would go into a place like this. That's where you're wrong. If it's her we're talking about, I guarantee she went inside. I bet Yusaki ran in right after her, huh? All ooh this and ah that. That does seem to fit her MO. Come on, what was I just talking about? Don't go alone, Kaito. Yeesh. Alright, guess we have no choice. Let's go too. Hey, Saki! Yo! Ryo! Do you hear us? Please answer! Because you make bad choices, Wiz. Seedramon? I don't recognize that Digimon on the right. Oh, there you are. What's up? You just ran off. Don't worry us like that. Oh, sorry. What the? I don't believe it. Miramon? Plus, look at this. A mural across the whole wall? This is really something else. Oh, you're telling me? I feel like I could get swallowed up by it. Exactly. How do you explain it? There's something divine about it. Maybe it wasn't danger or retribution that caused people to close off this place. They might have been trying to protect this sacred place. Hey, now's no time for talking. Or did you forget what we came here for? Right. Sorry, just got caught up in all this. He's right. We have better things to do right now. Yeah, we have to look for Saki and the others. Yo, Saki! Yo! Yeah, where are you? Do I hear footsteps by the entrance? Could it be the others? Oh, it's the old man from the beginning. And you are? Oh, hello there. Who's that? Your guess is as good as mine. What are all you doing here? Surely you know you can't be in here. You see, that's our line, man. What are you doing here? No need to worry. My purpose here is far from nefarious. I'm a researcher of the Kimogami faith passed down in this region. This shrine is connected to said faith. I just got permission to investigate it. Researcher? Investigate it? Are you a scholar of some sort? Indeed. I study ancient Japanese history, researching it for a university nearby. And that makes you a professor. I've been shunned by scientific community. Forget about that last part. So he's our Digimon professor. So this place is valuable enough to be worth researching? Well then, what's brought all of you to a place like this? Yes, well, you see, sir. I'm gonna go look somewhere else. God, Kaito. You annoying little edgelord. Hey, Kaito! I'll make sure none of my Twitches that I just pulled up are gonna do audio. Cool. Now, Shuji. Let's just let him do his own thing for now, yeah? I get why Kaito's feeling restless, but I'm really curious about this place. No idea if Saki and the others came here. Let's look around for some clues. The shrine is pretty weird. Maybe I should talk to the professor or inspect the mural. So we got Kawagamon here. We have Miramon. Seadramon. Bakumon. I feel like I recognize this Digimon. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I think it's Millenniummon, actually. Or Z Millenniummon. Professor, you all come here to study Kimogami as well? Yes, we're on a school trip. But we actually came to look for some missing people. Our friends and that guy's sister. Yeah, he came to look for this, the Kimogami Shrine? Oh, she has been spirited away. Spirited away? Yeah, there's a legend about the Kimogami passed down since ancient times. But it's more than a legend. The stories are true, you see. True, you say? Indeed, it was once a custom to offer local children to the beast gods as sacrifices. Well then! How awful. It was a desperate measure to ensure harvest and perhaps prevent disasters. Yet these children did not die. Supposedly they were taken somewhere unharmed. So that's what you mean by spirited away. Yes, but the custom was lost to the ages, and this angered the ancient Kinogami. Over time, such abductions were no longer a ritual sacrifice, but a curse or retribution. Many legends regarding such incidences have been passed down in this region. I place no faith in fairy tales, of course. There must be a scientific explanation. Where did I put? Wow, this is still rated teen? Holy shit. Some reason for the continuous disappearances since ancient times, I'm sure of it. I view this as superstition or a mental block designated to escape from reality. Designed. He seems pretty worked up somehow. Is he mad or upset, maybe? I know you came looking for your friends, but I'm glad you could see these legendary ruins. Interest in historical origins is a wonderful thing indeed. I support it wholeheartedly. Thank you, sir. I'm actually worried he's about to try to sacrifice us to the Kinogami. Okay, Digimon, take a good look at this. Who knows, it may end up being of use to you all. Yeah, that looks like Millennium Zeedmon. Or Zeed Millennium One. Discovery of these minerals has led to rapid development in this region in recent times. Sudden population boom would naturally increase the number of missing people. Dwindling resources, depopulation, likely counting in the night from such troubles. I suspect the recent landslides are a result of unchecked development since the Showa era. Unraveling the issue piece by piece allows for a logical explanation of the legend. At least that's what I think. Yes, learning from the past can help us in the present. Wow, thank you so much, Professor. What a wonderful and unexpected lesson we've learned here today. Yeah, muchas gracias, Professor. Hey now, show some respect. So these are all drawings of Kinogame? They come in all shapes and sizes, huh? Hey, why do you think there are so many Kinogami in the first place? Do you have a hunch, sir? Indeed, there are several possible explanations for all this. The unique terrain could explain the frequent incidents, weak footholds, steep slopes, magnetic fields masked with a sense of direction and overgrowth in flora and fauna. Ah, like the red spider lilies then. I believe there's something in the minerals around here that makes people lose their way. Creatures of the Kinogami faith may have been altered somehow by this substance. I see. That would make sense. What's with this wall? Is this writing or something? Are these relic? Or some kind of text? Yeah, something like that. There's all sorts of stuff on this crazy wall painting. I've never seen anything like it. Something's written here. Maybe I can read it. Nope, not a word of it. This is just conjecture based on my investigation, but I think it says Agumon. As my research progressed, I learned that each of the Kinogami have their own names. Is that so? So there must be a bunch of those things running around. Koramon Digivolve 2! Yeah! Like, what the heck was that? Hello, Mia. Oh, it's you, Mia. What is it? Did something happen? Some weird creep popped out of nowhere, so I took off. Ah! Oh no, I left Saki behind. Eek! That boy, Saki, came from outside near the shrine. Come on, let's go. Whoa, what's with this fog? Yeah, man, there wasn't nothing like this when we came through earlier. If we go in this now, we'll just be as lost as the others. What about Saki and that screen just now? Ah, stay away from me. Wait, what the heck was that? Hello, Gatsuma. Is she being attacked by something? You mean like a pervert? A pervert on a mountain? Maybe it's a boar or something. Yeah, I can hear growling, I think. Whoa, hey, was it just me or did something light up over there? We should head towards their voice. My eyes playing tricks on me? I can barely see a thing around here. This fog is seriously weird, man. Bothers me too, but not as much as Saki's screams. Yeah. What do we say, Gogglehead? Hey Saki, Ryu, are you okay? Wait, something's here. What is that? Some kind of statue? No, that thing's moving. What in the world? That's impossible. Hello, Gatsumon. That sound again, so this weird thing was making it. Yeek! Yeek! Back off, you freak show! What is that? Hey, what's going on? I heard a bunch of screaming back there. Miu, you were here the whole time? What? Kaito, why are you here? Wait, Saki, we're coming to help. Is that you, I? No, stay away. No, come here and help! Oh, that Ryu's actually a coward. That's great. Taka Big Game is an absolute coward. That creepy thing's looking this way. What should we do? It's not like you can just leave them alone, right? Even if she tells us to? That weird statue-like creature sets its sights on the others. The creature, no. The monster. What are you waiting for? Get the hell over here already! Could that be one of the Kinogami? No. What could that be? Professor followed us from the shrine? We have to save those guys from this monster. Let's try talking to it. Yeah, it could be some kind of kid pulling a prank. Hey, you there. Whoa, hold on, Shuji. How heavy would a kid have to be to leave footprints that deep? Footprints? Ah! Go, Shuji. Kuma! Oh, what the hell? It barely grazed me and yet will power. Are you alright? I'm sorry. You saved me there. This is bad. Let's get out of here. The creature we've never seen before is coming right at us. What's going on? What a crazy situation we've gotten into. Why is this happening? Yeep. You okay, Oi? Oh no, Oi fell down. And that rock monster is coming this way. Stay away. Stop. Stay away from her. Can't let it hurt Oi. That thing just sent me flying. Oh, jeez, man, that thing's strong. I'm lucky I got away with a few scratches after attack like that. The others. Hey, you guys okay? Takuma, are you alright? I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Everyone seems to be okay somehow. The fog has covered the entire area. There's spider lilies at my feet. So creepy. Guys, you there? Ah! Huh? When the heck did it corner them? This is bad. It's getting closer and closer. They're in for a world of hurt. Is there any way they can make a break for it? What? Huh? I'm feeling kind of dizzy. Am I going numb? Did I take the harder hit than I thought? Or is it... Huh? An earthquake? At a time like this? Holy crap, the shaking's getting worse. Is everyone okay? Careful, everyone. Move without paying attention and you'll... Wow! What is it, Shuji? Ah! I tried taking a step forward and the ground crumbled underneath me. I plunged into a gaping hole that seemed to pull me in. I couldn't even tell what was happening to everyone else. Unchecked development, recent landslides, the professor's words are coming back to me. Ah! So there, the paralogue is finally done. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Wiz, pay attention. Because you're going to see your partner here in a second. There he is. There's Dracmon. took us an hour, almost an hour to get through the prologue. I mean, I could have like skipped through a lot of it, but it's fine. Ugh. Oh, am I safe? Alright, what's the shrine? It looks like I got caught in a landslide or something. Oh, hey, everyone! Is everyone okay? Oh, my head. It's pounding. Can't see anyone. Looks like they aren't here. Maybe I should take a look around. All I can do is look around for now. Not here, reportedly. That means they weren't caught up in the landslide. Should check out other places. I don't see anyone here. Maybe I can find some traces of them in a different area. I should check out other places. The ground's collapsed all around here, but none of my friends are around. I should check other places. You can hear those sounds from before. Is it those stone monsters? Oh no, they're coming this way. I have to get the hell out of here. Okay, I don't think they're following me. I made it back to the shrine somehow. No one's here. Not a single person. Hey, Minoru! Oi! Is anybody here? No responses. Where the heck did they... Oh, maybe I can get one of them on the phone. I'll call Minoru. No service here? Damn, my phone is so useless! What? Did something move just now? Oh man, there's something here. Is it that rock monster again? The sound disappeared. Doesn't look like it's trying to jump me, whatever it is. Let's jump at it. I'll just jump at it. Right at it. Maybe I can beat whatever it is and take it by surprise. Ready and ah! Huh? It's gone. Where in the world? Hey, some of the grass is moving over there. Something's in there. I can't see anything, but something's there. Isn't there? This reminds me of the last time. Look at that Kyoto. Whoa, what the heck was that just now? It was just a moment, but I definitely saw something. This will help me see it. Still, I don't know what I'll do if something attacks me again. Nothing will come with just sitting here. I'll look around with my phone and see what I find. Nothing here, huh? There's nothing here. Huh. Hello, Koromon. What the heck is that thing? Some kind of creature? Doesn't seem like the rock thing from before. Hope it's a bit friendlier. Oh, it's gone. Don't tell me it plans to attack from the shadows somewhere. I'll survey other spots with my camera. Nothing here. Huh. I found it. The thing from before. It's right over there. No doubt about it. What should I do? It doesn't look hostile, but still. Well, he's running away again. Man, did it vanish again? That thing's quick on its feet, at least. I think it has feet. I'll survey other spots with my camera. Bingo, there it is. Whoa, it's closer now. Ah! What is that thing? Hey, that's my line. Wait, you're... It talks? Shoot! Back off, dang it! I've never seen anything like this before. What the heck is it? Seriously, what's this thing's deal? I'm not a thing. I'm Koromon. I've been waiting for you, old buddy, old pal. Koromon? Sorry, but that pal talk rubs me the wrong way. The name's Takuma, okay? Anyway, just back off for a sec, will ya? Takuma, that's your name. Nice to meet you, Takuma. That doesn't answer my question. No, more importantly, what do you mean you were waiting for me? Yeah, for ages. Like such a long time, pal. Why? How? Well, that's easy. You see, hey, why was I waiting? What's with this thing? I understand me, but I can't call this a conversation. Anyways, it doesn't seem to mean me any harm, I think. You took the words right out of my mouth at this rate. I see you're not human. That's what I am. A human. And a young one at that. A young human? I've never seen one before. You're kind of weird looking, aren't you? So, I'm glad to meet you. I've been craving something, you see. I've been waiting forever and ever. Craving? What do you mean? Anyway, you're the one for me. It's like I've been waiting for you forever. What do you mean? I don't get it. Listen up, Koromon, was it? Stop treating me like some kid, alright? I'm already in junior high. What's junior high? Well, it basically means I'm an adult. Dude, you're like 13. You're not an adult. That's like calling Wiz an adult. Adults are smaller than I figured. I will drink water, Sam. Thank you. I will stretch as well. Did you like my joke about Wiz not being an adult? Anyway, my point is I'm not a kid. Why not? You seem pretty childish to me. Oh, get God. Why else would you get upset over every little thing? Shut up. I've had enough. Back off already. Wait, Takuma. First things first, I've got to shake this weird critter somehow. I'll try and get away from the shrine. Leave poor Koromon alone. He's trying. We love him. Okay, I think I finally lost it. Still, what the heck was that thing? I've never seen anything like it. But the really weird thing is, I wasn't all that scared of it. I mean, it was so small and it talked like a kid. Plus, it was so buddy-buddy. Heck, the fact that it talked at all is weird enough on its own, right? Maybe I was sleepwalking or something. Maybe I should look around more. What the? Something's moving in the grass. Uh-oh. Holy, it's that rock monster that attacked us before. I got Gatsumon. But fuck me up. Oh, I can't believe one was here. Damn, I can't get away. It's too close. Oh, he's about to fuck me up. Dude. So how is helping Gabby move in, Sam? Yes, what the heck, man? Son of a... It looks like it's gonna charge again. Nice! Run! Is that Koromon? This thing's got an axe to grind with you. Hurry up and get out of here. Oh, jeez, my legs are... I'll try to hold it off so you can get away. Here I go. Wah. Boy, you're weak, like super weak. You're the one that should be running. But we gotta protect you, Takuma. It's no use. Oh man, this is bad. Koromon will be in trouble if this keeps up. I can't believe this tiny little thing's risking its life to protect me. I know I can't just run off on my own. Let's fight it to the death. But what? I won't let you. Not bad, Takuma. That might not be the best idea. Go, Koromon. At least one of us should escape. No way. I can't leave you behind, Takuma. Well, I guess that makes two of us then, huh? Oh, now that you mention it. A bit of a pinch, but you know what? I can't afford to laugh. What can I say? Suddenly I feel like I can do it. I'm gonna go for it, Takuma. Oh, what are you saying? Just watch, Takuma. I told you I'd protect you and I meant it. Come on, Digivolve too. Aguma. Essa. Aguma. Gatsumon defeated. Agumon dies. Defending against the enemy skill reduces its damage by half. Not only did it significantly lower the damage you took, it also wasted the opponent's SP. Since the enemy attacked this turn, you can't defend. Make the most of this opportunity. Unleash your skill now that the enemy is defenseless. Choose the attack command, then Pepper Breath from the skill list. Pepper Breath. During battle, it's important to keep attack and defense in mind when you take your turns. Oh, that's good though, Sam. I'm glad that Gabby was able to get mostly moved in. Incredible. It really beat that monster. And what's with his appearance? It's the same Coralmon as before, right? As you explore and earn rewards in battle, you obtain various items and equipment. Equipable items, in particular, can improve your abilities and let you use skills. Looks like you found an equipable item. Let's try equipping it now. Press the plus sign to open the pause menu. Items need to be equipped from the status screen, so let's open the status menu. This screen shows your team members' abilities and equipment, plus their evolution level. Press A to see more detailed information on the monster. In order to change categories, go to equipment. Pause menu has several other options. Ooh, I was able to win thanks to you, Takuma. You're a beast out there, Coromon. I thought you were crazy to fight that thing, but then you freaking took it out. Not Coromon, so right now I'm Agumon. Agumon? I thought you said Coromon. Yep, I was Coromon before. Now I'm Agumon. Okay, I really don't get it, but anyways. You always saved my bacon back there. I owe you one. That goes double for me, Takuma. You got me out of a tight spot back there. I could only evolve thanks to you. Thanks to me, but I didn't do anything. That's not true. I can't explain it, but when I'm with you, I feel all this power swelling up inside of me. Thanks so much, Takuma. What do you mean? Is that what made you transform? Seriously, what the heck's going on here? Beats me. Right, makes sense. I guess it's my fault for asking you in the first place. Hehe, you're too kind. What about that sounded like kindness? Man, everyone's gonna freak out when they see you. Everyone, that's right, I have to go look for them. Everyone? Who's that? Oh, I mean, all my friends. The weird chain of events brought us to this shrine, see. We all ended up together at one point, but the landslide separated us again. Is that right? They aren't around here. Maybe they went back to the school already. Well, first things first, I have to make it back to the school building. I have no idea where I am in these woods. The fog doesn't help, that's for sure. Hey, don't go into the fog, Takuma. The fog, huh? I didn't really notice before. But I think the fog got thicker. I'm not going because I want to. Even without it, I'd have trouble figuring out where I am. If we're attacked by a weird thing again, it won't end up well for us. I wonder how likely another attack would be anyways. Hard to tell. Hey, Agumon, what about that rock monster thing? Is that a friend of yours or what? First I've ever seen a thing like that. Is this the true nature of the Kinogami? You know what? No way. I'd never be friends with someone who just bum rushes you like that. Oh, I didn't mean a friend, just... First of all, I'd never attack kids the way that they do. All I'm asking is, how are you guys connected, that's all. Don't tell me there are others out there besides that rock thing. Oh yeah, tons and tons. Big ones, tough ones, ones that fly, fast ones, fuzzy ones, you name it. And of course there are good ones and bad ones out there too. Tons and tons, you say. I feel a headache coming on. There's tons of things like that out there. This is my first time hearing about this and definitely my first time seeing it. There's a bunch of different types too. What's going on? Maybe something happened back at the shrine to the Kinogami. Like we accidentally broke some sort of seal on the place or something. That could have released those bizarre creatures into the world, right? That reminds me, Miyu was talking about some retribution thing back there. Wasn't she? No way. I thought that kid had just weird sense of humor. I haven't saved yet. I want to save. So I'm probably going to end it in a little while. So it doesn't feel weird to be talking to this creature. It's almost as if I've known this little guy for a long, long time. Did the fall do something to my head? What's wrong, Takuma? Well, I was wondering what to do. This place shouldn't be that far from the shrine. I doubt that rock monster went and beat up everyone in our group back there. One of my friends might still be around here. Monster isn't right. That rock guy, for example, he's Gatsuma. Oh, so all of you have names. Got it. Wait, I swear I've heard a story like this before. Oh yeah, the professor mentioned a name back at the Miro Shrine, so these things really are the Kinogame after all. Now let's see. I think we should head back to the school for now. I want to look for my friends along the way. Would you mind helping me, Agumon? Yeah, I'm with you, Takuma. Alright, let's go. What was that scream I just heard? Yeah, it sounded like a human. I heard it coming from over there. That voice? It sounded like Minoru over by the shrine. Let's go. Yeah! I reflexively started running when I heard Minoru cry out. At that point, I hadn't given much thought to the situation I found myself in. But the mysterious creature Agumon, or the place I'd wander into. Who knew things that would turn out like this, an adventure with our lives on the line? I couldn't have imagined it back then if I'd tried. Oh, are we done with the chapter? Cool. Cool. We're going to be starting a new chapter. That does feel like a good place to end. Here in a second, as soon as I can save. Huff, huff. Right, so we're going to save here. That's where we're going to end tonight. Just 'cause I am actually really tired. I did not get much sleep. So we'll see if anybody's on to raid quick. I actually believe... Cool. One of the TikTokers I really like is actually streaming this game. So we're going to go raid him. So we're going to go raid him. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Wiz. Thank you, Sam. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing more of this once I get out of work. I'll be hopefully getting a lot further. I have a feeling this game's going to take a little while. But yeah, go check him out. He does some cool Digimon stuff if you're into Digimon. So go check him out. Thank you guys. Have a great night, everybody.